Welcome back to part 2 of the top 10 haunted places in Virginia. If you thought the first list was chilling, wait until you hear these spine-tingling tales. Get ready for more haunted locations that will send shivers down your spine. 11. Buckland Haunted Farm. Tucked away in the Virginia countryside, Buckland Haunted Farm hides more than just crops and livestock. Built in the early 1800s, this farm has been the site of countless strange occurrences and dark rumors. Over the years, workers and visitors alike have reported hearing disembodied voices whispering through the fields, footsteps in the barn when no one is there, and strange shadows that move in the corner of your eye. One of the most chilling stories is that of a farmer who disappeared mysteriously, leaving only his belongings behind. Some say his restless spirit still roams the land, searching for answers. The air feels thick with unease, and the further you wander into the farm, the more you realize something is watching you. At Buckland, the farm's secrets aren't buried, they're waiting. 12. The Exchange Hotel Civil War Medical Museum. Behind the brick walls of the Exchange Hotel in Gordonsville, Virginia, lies a legacy soaked in blood and sorrow. Once a bustling Civil War hospital, it saw over 70,000 soldiers pass through its doors. Many never left alive. Their pain still lingers. Visitors report sudden drops in temperature, ghostly figures drifting through the halls, and the agonized moans of soldiers echoing in the dead of night. The operating room is especially haunting. People claim to feel watched, even touched, by invisible hands. Shadows move where no light should fall, and some have seen apparitions dressed in tattered uniforms. Once a place of healing, now a museum of horror, the Exchange Hotel is more than just a glimpse into history. It's a doorway to the restless dead. 13th. Hexed Haunted Attraction. Deep in the dark woods of Elliston, Virginia, lies Hexed Haunted Attraction, a place where fiction and fear blur into something dangerously real. Originally designed as a seasonal scare, locals whisper that something far older and darker has taken root beneath the surface. Actors report props moving on their own, disembodied voices calling from the shadows, and a chilling presence lurking long after the guests are gone. One legend speaks of a woman accused of witchcraft, her spirit said to have cursed the land. Visitors have fled in terror after seeing glowing eyes in the forest and feeling icy hands brush their necks. The screams you hear here? Not all of them are part of the show. At Hexed, the horror doesn't end when the lights go out. It begins. 14. Dixie Caverns. Beneath the rolling hills of Salem, Virginia, lies Dixie Caverns, a twisting labyrinth of stone, shadow, and secrets. While tourists come for the stunning stalactites, few know the darker legends buried deep underground. Whispers tell of ghostly figures seen drifting through the chambers, voices echoing from unseen mouths, and sudden freezing gusts in airless corridors. One tale speaks of a lost explorer who vanished in the depths, his lantern found still burning, but no trace of the man. Some say his spirit still wanders, trying to find a way out. Visitors report feelings of being watched, footsteps behind them, and strange sounds rising from the earth itself. Dixie Caverns may dazzle the eye, but what you can't see in the dark might just follow you home. 15. Haunted Hollow at Maple Tree Farm. Hidden in the rural hills of Warrenton, Virginia, lies Haunted Hollow at Maple Tree Farm, a place where the corn grows high and the screams never stop. What began as a Halloween attraction has taken on a life, or afterlife, of its own. Locals whisper of unmarked graves beneath the fields and of spirits awakened by decades of disturbance. Visitors report hearing children laughing in the dark, seeing pale faces peering from between the stalks, and feeling hands brush against them with no one there. One former actor claims he quit after being followed by a figure no one else could see. The air is thick with tension, and the deeper you walk into the hollow, the more it feels like something is walking with you. At Maple Tree Farm, the fear is real, and it's watching. 16. Nightmare Mansion. Along the bustling boardwalk of Virginia Beach stands Nightmare Mansion, one of the oldest year-round haunted houses in the state. But behind its flashing lights and horror props lies something far more sinister. Staff have reported doors slamming on their own, lights flickering violently, and chilling whispers echoing through the dark. One former employee claims to have seen a shadowy figure crouching in a corner, only to vanish when approached. Legend says the building was once the site of a boarding house where several mysterious deaths occurred, and their spirits never checked out. Guests often leave pale, shaken, not just from the scares, but from what they felt was real. The line between performance and paranormal blurs inside Nightmare Mansion, and some who enter say they never feel the same again. 17th. Spooky Acres, Haunted House. Deep in the heart of Portsmouth, Virginia, lies Spooky Acres Haunted House, a place where nightmares come to life and sometimes never leave. What began as a haunted attraction has gained a reputation for unexplained activity no actor could fake. Volunteers have reported cold spots in sealed rooms, props moving on their own, and voices whispering names from the darkness. One terrifying legend speaks of an old caretaker who died on the property, and whose shadow still roams the halls. Visitors have fled in panic after seeing glowing eyes in the dark or feeling unseen hands grip their shoulders. The screams you hear at Spooky Acres. Some are staged, but others are real. Once you enter, there's no guarantee what you'll face, or if you'll come out the same. 18. Spooks and Legends, Haunted Ghost Tours. In the heart of historic Williamsburg, spooks and legends. Haunted ghost tours take you far beyond the history books, into the shadows where the dead still whisper, led by costumed guides who bring the dark past to life. These tours uncover chilling tales of betrayal, murder, and restless spirits that linger on colonial streets. Visitors have seen flickering lanterns that vanish without a trace, heard footsteps trailing them on empty cobblestone paths, and even captured ghostly figures in their photos. The Peyton Randolph House, a regular stop, is said to harbor one of the most malevolent presences in America. Every story told feels too real, because many are. On this tour, history doesn't just come alive, it refuses to stay dead. 19. Fear Forest. Just outside Harrisonburg, Virginia, hidden among the dark, whispering trees, lies Fear Forest, a haunted attraction with a terrifying reputation that goes far beyond the scripted scares. What began as a Halloween thrill has become a place of real unease. Locals speak of ancient land cursed long before the forest became an attraction. Visitors report hearing blood-curdling screams with no source, seeing shadowy figures darting between trees, and feeling watched from the moment they step off the path. Even staff admit to encountering cold gusts, flickering lights, and unexplained equipment failures. One chilling rumor tells of a girl who vanished in the woods, only to be seen years later, silent and pale, staring from behind the trees. At Fear Forest, the terror isn't just staged, it's alive. 20. Peyton Randolph House. In the heart of colonial Williamsburg stands the Peyton Randolph House, an elegant red brick mansion with a sinister soul. Built in the early 1700s, it's known as one of the most haunted houses in America. Behind its historic charm lies centuries of death, mystery, and unrest. Over 30 people are said to have died inside its walls, and their spirits never moved on. Visitors report chilling cold spots, doors slamming on their own, and the sound of heavy footsteps pacing above empty rooms. Some have even seen full-bodied apparitions staring from the windows or gliding silently through the halls. The energy inside is heavy, oppressive, and many guests leave shaken, unable to explain what they've seen. The Peyton Randolph House isn't just haunted, it's watched. That wraps up part 2 of Virginia's most haunted spots. Which one gave you the creeps? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more eerie explorations.